Mr. Matt, what are we up to?
Hood rat festivities. No, we're gonna spend $1,000 on this buy-in for Crossville, and I'll be damned if we go out there without making a hit on this thing and at least getting an idea of what it's gonna do. So we're gonna take it out. We got a spot on the street. We're gonna see what we can make happen. It's a very, very soft tune-up. I just want to make sure it will go down the street and straight. Goodness. And we'll put the draggy in it, see where we're at, and we should have plenty of video. We'll know what we can fix, how we can improve it. I know the suspension moves too fast. There's nothing we can do about it. We can't get the other shocks in there right now. That would definitely fix it.
What kind of numbers are you hoping for? I mean, for a first hit.
For a first hit, I'd be happy if it was 6 anything.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I have no idea what this motor is going to do, what it's capable of.
And hopefully after being at Lucor, it's going to go dead straight now. Right,
well, and that's the thing too. I hit it outside of Lucor, but that was from a, from a 10 to 15 mile an hour roll.
He said he's lining up next to you.
Of course. Of course. But that was from a roll, so we haven't hit it from a dead stop yet to know, is it going to take it straight up?
We're going to find out though.
We're going to find out, but the good news is we're in the right place. I know this car pretty well. The people around me are pretty damn smart. We'll be able to watch it make one pass and know exactly what direction we need to go. So that's the game plan. Just figure out what direction we need to go.
What's going on, my boy? What are we getting into tonight?
So Matt needs to test his car because he just got it back from the alignment shop and he hasn't actually made a full hit on his car yet. He's going down to race for $100,000. So he's not trying to look like an idiot. So he's going to try and test tonight. And I figure while we're at it, might as well test my truck because I haven't been on asphalt in a long time. And I got to throw in a slow tune-up in it and see if it'll work. I haven't even been on the street with this engine yet. I haven't tested on the street with this engine or anything. It's only been on the track, so.
We always got to make sure, I feel like every time you try and slow the truck down, you got to make sure it's not going to stumble or do nothing stupid, so.
Yeah, the 15-degree motor like to stumble when you turn it down and leave it at lower RPM and boost level. So hopefully this engine, I don't think it's going to stumble, but we'll see.
Oh man, it's been a long time coming for this moment. We've been thrashing for the last couple hours, hooking stuff up. Everybody will be happy to know the seatbelts are in. Full 5-point harness is in. I will be wearing it along with my jacket and my neck brace and my helmet.
Are you a little nervous?
A little bit, just more so because it felt great earlier, but I don't know what it's going to do right out of the hole. So like, it felt really good and controllable and everything going down the road earlier, but that was from like a 15 mile an hour roll. I just stomped it. So I'm a little, first of all, if you're about to go do something on the street and you're not nervous, then you need to stop doing stuff, because
I feel it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's how you get jammed up. That's how you do dumb stuff.
Luckily this road's pretty wide, so.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna do nothing dumb. If I gotta let out, I gotta let out. You know what I mean? This is about the data. So yeah, if I'm going sideways, we're not getting good data anyway, so it doesn't matter. I know we need to fix something.
It's good news.
Yeah, but we'll go out, do what we're supposed to, be on our toes, and hopefully things go well for both of us. We feel good enough that we don't have to make any changes for Crossville, because we leave tomorrow. we're gonna hit the road and we're gonna go try to race for a lot of money. So, like I said, a 6 anything, I'd be happy with for first pass. Honestly, 6.99999. I'd be like, all right, you know, it went 6.56 with the LS on spray, fastest pass it had gone on the street. So I don't think we're gonna come out swinging and do that all over again. You know what I mean? But if it's in the 6s, I know we're in the right direction. We can make the necessary changes and go a little bit faster because the power is going to be there.
Big Rob, are you the sauce boss for tonight?
I'm the sauce boss for tonight. Yes, I am. Bill is staying home for the hood rat shenanigans.
He is?
He's staying home, he said.
Why?
I don't know. He asked me if I'd pour puddles for the hood rat shenanigans tonight, so that's what I'm doing.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You got puddle pour extraordinaire?
Pretty decent puddle.
All right. Just remember, you don't have to dump half the fucking gallon.
Oh, I know.
Stuttering down low a little bit. Sound like it was just kind of stuttering down low a little bit.
Yeah, it sounds like it doesn't want to come up on boost.
Might need to turn the launch RPM up a little bit.
I don't know. It just didn't come up on boost as fast as it normally goes.
It almost didn't do a burnout.
No.
I guess it's just because he hasn't turned down so much. I don't know. Sounds like it's struggling coming up on boost.
Yeah, when the RPM's that low and the carburetor's rich, jetted for more boost, it fucking just tries to choke it with fuel. So I'm gonna have to raise the launch RPM a little bit.
Yeah.
But it went 612.
It's not bad. It was hazing him a little bit until you hit the shift, and then it sounded good. Dude, I think it pulled the front. It pulled the front left off the ground. I think
It was good. It just tried to drive itself to left.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Oh, are these his marks right here?
Yeah.
Damn, he needs some tire pressure.
No, right. The inside.
Oh, these are Billy's?
Yeah, that was Billy's.
Jesus.
This was his.
That boy needs some tire pressure or something.
Take another one?
Seemed a little better.
Dipstick out. That's why I got loose. I got all over the tire. So, do we have something to fix that? Mine is here. Fuck.
It pulled the left front.
Yeah, it should. It should pull the wheels. That was a lot of timing taken out of the hit. It still went a 170 60 foot.
Damn.
So.
I'm sure we can get it fixed.
Yeah, it's I mean, it felt good. It left hard. That was a lot of timing pulled out of the hit, and it took it. It went 170 60 foot. I don't know what this surface compares to Crossville.
Probably a little slower.
Yeah, Crossville's a little worse.
I think this is worse than Crossville.
Huh?
I think this is worse than Crossville just because it's so virgin.
Maybe, but I'm not mad. You know what I mean? It didn't go a 6, but obviously I let out.
Yeah, I mean, you pedaled twice. It was probably bound to go a 6.
Huh?
I said it was probably bound to go a 6 something.
Yeah,
if
that'd
it was
have
a
gone a 6 something.
170
With a
60
170
foot.
60 foot like that, and the timing was coming back in, and yeah. Now this thing will be fine. Just that I'm not saying that that's what did it, but I wouldn't be surprised if some oil got up out of that dipstick tube, because I saw it blue everywhere. Maybe got up under the tire. Either bringing the timing in broke the tire loose, or we got up on the oil, and that's all she wrote. And like I said, I'm not gonna do nothing stupid. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. We don't have anything to fix it with right here, right now. Which sucks, because the fix could be literally a few zip ties. But we'll live to race another day.
I grabbed the scramble and it seemed like it didn't like it.
It seems very lazy.
Yeah. Fat.
What were you saying?
I said the first hit, it was really fat and stumbling. Second hit, I gave it a couple hundred more RPM and less timing pulled, and it cleared up down low, but up top, like it felt lazy. So I grabbed the scramble, and it seemed like it didn't like it. Like it almost felt like it was starting to break up. So I don't know what that means. The air fuel was 4.0, so the air fuel was good.
You think it's the air?
Lean. I mean, the air's good.
Is it used to good air though?
I'm thinking maybe it needs a little more timing.
Initial or
Yeah. Maybe turn the distributor.
it seemed when you went from the 1-2 that you could hear it. Like normally you don't hear it, shift it. It stays at the same RPM almost when you shift it into 1-2, and you could actually hear the motor pull down when you had to shift.
It was laboring.
Yeah. It just doesn't sound clean in the burnout though.
No.
Like normally it buzzes right up and comes right up on boost with a burnout, and it's not.
And a lot of it's because the carburetor it's jetted rich for front side shit, and I'm on tons of boost, and now that I'm on less boost down low, it's rich down low. It's hard to get it just right for everything.
Clean itself out perfect.
Yeah.
Nowhere. It went a 170 60 foot. But then I don't know if oil.
Spinning?
Well, no, I think it was fine off the line. It's just it got out probably 60 feet, and then I noticed that the dipstick tube blew out. So I don't know if I got oil on the road or then it shot left. But I had
The dipstick tube's on the right side, right?
Yeah. I went left, which means that wouldn't have caused that. So it's going left when it gets under power. Because
Spinning left or just torquing left?
just torquing left. I went against your advice. I launch retarded it. But it took it very well, went 170, 60 foot. But I don't think it probably wouldn't have gone nowhere. Straight, giving it everything. But it's going left.
Still.
That's probably about the time when the launch retard was done. Because I launch retarded for about the 60 foot.
Was it spinning at all? Could you see it spinning?
It didn't start to spin until about 60 foot.
I think it pulled the left front off the hit initially.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
but
but
do that.
I mean, I think we forgot to extend the front end before, but it definitely came up super fast and then went right back down.
Yeah.
And again, you said there's nothing you can do about that, but
Not until we put the shocks on it.
yeah.
So if it's going left, we need what? Preload in the left?
If it's going left, I always put preload on the right side. So
Which is where we had it. That's how it was all last year. It was quarter and then 2 flats on the right rear. And that's what made it go straight. But when it got real power, it could never go straight. So I think the game is going to be how far can we stretch out the launch retard to keep it straight enough to when the power comes in that I can control it.
well, the other thing is, the longer you stretch it out, the more it's going to slow it down the first few feet too, because it's a linear curve.
Yeah.
It almost is like you gotta do like you do with the truck and slow the wheel speed down. Because once it got past the curve, and when the power came in is when it hit the tire really hard. It left great. But as soon as the curve was over,
How long was the retard?
1.5.
it's almost like
How much timing you pulling?
12.
That's a lot.
That's a fuck ton.
You might have to try 2 seconds.
see if it holds it all the way out through there, and then
I would say you probably almost need to hold the power until like, I don't know. I'm thinking like try to hold the power with it on motor like a nitrous car, make the ramp like a nitrous car, and I mean, obviously it is a nitrous car, but you're just trying to run it on a motor right now.
yeah.
But
That's the thing. It's at 42 degrees from there on out. It's everything. There's no curve to it. There's no nothing.
that's why I'm wondering if you can look.
Did you get back in it and try to make a pass?
Yeah.
Did it feel good down track?
No, I got back in it, and then it started to get fucking
Crazy.
crazy again. So I was like, it's not worth it. No,
Yeah,
because I knew you get back, you let off once.
Yeah.
If you get back in it, that third time you get back in it is when you get fucked. So I was like, nope.
I'm just wondering if the anti-roll bar, once you put that in there, if that'll help it with it going left.
I think it will.
Now that
Probably
everything's
will.
square in the car and it's right,
Yeah.
because that's what it tried to do. Like it left and it just.
My
We can
dad's
watch it
car
back.
used to do the same thing on asphalt. Like, it didn't make as much torque, but we were still hitting it with quite a bit of nitrous.
How'd you get around it?
Just fucking drove through it, but
You just never lived.
I mean, it probably didn't go as bad as yours, but
I think if we would have extended the front end, if we would have extended it, because it extended it and then it dropped it really fast. So I'm thinking if we would have extended it, so it started out extended, it would help hold it out until it gets there. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't try to do
it
this.
It wouldn't upset itself.
Yeah,
by going
because that's what
straight
it's
up.
like going up so fast that it's trying to throw everything back.
You also have no weight in it. Like,
No. I don't think weight's gonna matter though. But that's not a weight.
The weight's not
problem.
going to help this.
Yeah.
no, but
Like I don't think that's just when it makes power it goes
you might
left.
need to put like 50 or 100 in the back, honestly.
I think that would help.
It probably would. It couldn't hurt. 'Cause, I mean, I'm sitting like 52% on the rear right now. You're probably 48 now that we took that
Yeah, the gas
tank out. So, and your motor sets pretty low.
Yeah. All right, well, let's talk about it back at the house where we haven't just made a ruckus of hood rat festivities.
What doesn't work?
It got out, about 60-ish feet. Power came back in. Left. So,
456 gear, 496, no weight in the back. And that's with pulling 12 degrees for a second.
Oh, you got a 456?
Yeah, Dinkman, I tried it.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
So, we probably need to do
Need a lot of wheel speed.
two
A ton of weight in the back for one.
and then two flats like it was before in the right rear cow track. That's what made it go straight back in the day. But then even when I added more power, it still pulled left.
I was afraid that was going to happen. You didn't go side by side, did you?
No.
No.
Just for that reason, because I wasn't sure if it was going to do that or not. So,
What about you?
The first pass, I tried to leave at 3,600 and pull 10 degrees, and it stumbled real bad, and then came in and went 612. And then the second pass, I left at like 3,800 and pulled 5 degrees, and it left clean, but it had a little bit of wheel speed. It had a 158 60 foot, which ain't bad. And then like it went into high gear, and it kind of felt like it was laboring a little bit, like just wasn't running real good. It was kind of rich or something. Air fuel was 4.0. So I grabbed the scramble, and it didn't feel that great. Like it didn't add that much power. It kind of felt like it was starting to break up. So I just let off the button.
It don't have enough timing in it.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Probably add some more timing to it.
At the 1-2 shift, you could hear it
Yeah.
pull down on the motor.
It don't have enough timing in it. So it initially left
Yeah, it left and it took it, but then it got out. So I don't know. That's probably, if that's 330, that's 150 feet, and at some point in there is where I had to let out.
What you're probably going to have to do is just stuff it in high gear and then let the timing come in, because that 456 gear.
So
That's the only way you're going to be able to band-aid that.
it's just clicking into high gear.
Let off the
quickly.
button, let it roll out just about the time you can start to feel it start to go.
Right.
Shove it in high gear and let the timing come in, just let it roll. It's about the only thing you're going to be able to do.
I was thinking either that or just kill the power so much that it's got no choice but to go straight.
You're going
He
to
can
lose.
still go another half second on his timing retard. It goes out to 2 seconds or 2.5.
Yeah.
No, I went 1.5.
Yeah, but how far can you take it?
Oh, I can take it out to 2.5, I think.
So
Or
take it out to
3.
take it out to 3 seconds, because it's a linear ramp.
Yeah.
So take it out to 3 seconds and let off the button as you start to feel the power come in. Just stuck it in high gear and let it go.
And that's not going to upset it with 1-to-1. Like,
If it was going to upset it, I wouldn't tell you to do it.
yeah, you're right.
You kids are all the same.
His dipstick tube blew out. How are we gonna fix that?
Wire ties.
Yeah, zip tie the hell out of it.
And there's the zip ties out there. I picked up zip ties today at A1, as well as a fresh can of starting fluid, because this one's empty. So out there on the trailer door, you'll find copious amounts of wire ties. And good luck.
Do you want to put weight in the trunk before you go?
We don't have any.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we could put.
There's a sandbag laying over
Don't you?
there. There's
Don't
sand-
wait. What are these weights sitting here?
It's 25 pounds.
Is there still one of the weights?
All of those are 25 pounds or 25
No,
pounds
only
each?
two of them have anything in it. The two of them together is 25 pounds.
We still have a 65-pound weight bar that fits in the back of the Falcon.
We can put it in there.
Two little chin weights.
To the roll cage.
To the roll cage or to that point in the back?
Ooh,
We're high.
Yeah, we can match it to that point in the back if it'll fit.
I got it. So my chin weights, you could probably put, if you have a top bar, you could probably put my chin weights on the roll cage
That's true.
all the way at the top.
That's 100 pounds.
We're not going to need those chin weights on that Falcon.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm telling you right now, you put 100 pounds strapped to this top of that roll cage.
Thing like right above the seat, the back seat.
That's like 300 pounds in the trunk, only you're not having to carry 300 pounds out the back.
Here's 1/2.
That's 1/2 of the chin weight. Feel that.
Oh yeah.
You put that up on the top of that roll cage or up in the back, up top, up high.
Yeah.
Put that on the scale real quick, just to verify what that is.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 of those, so 4 pieces.
Or we can see if it really works. I'll just lay down in the back, grab a hold of the bar,
Yeah.
then we'll
Ride
know.
every pass out there. Yep.
Yeah, sure.
You could put. Look, Rob's coming with us for the weekend. He's riding in the trunk. Don't ask no questions. All right.
If there's a foul
So if we're gonna
odor.
do the weight, should I still put the flats in it?
Make one change at a time.
Okay.
One change at a time. Always one change at a time.
Okay.
Your starting point where I started you out, pulling 12 degrees, that got you to 60 feet.
Yeah.
But it did exactly what I figured it was going to do, and it's going to skate all over the place.
Yeah.
Once you throw the weight in it, okay, that weight may change how the car scales in the back a little bit, and that's going to change your cow track bar settings again.
Yeah.
So there's no sense, as long as they're neutral, both of them's neutral right now,
Yeah.
throw weight in it and get it to pitch rotate and see if you can't calm that down. And go out there, run your ramp out for the maximum amount of time that you can take it out, because it's a linear ramp.
Yeah.
So if it's 3 seconds, it's just gonna slow down the initial,
Right.
and then through the mid-range, it's gonna be halfway through the ramp. Draw the ramp out as far as you can. And as you feel it start to pull you back in the seat and start to go, just shove it in high gear and let it eat. That's a starting point for
Yeah.
you for the weekend.
Right. Because
And if it takes it and it goes, you will be competitive first round off the trailer.
Yeah. That's it. I have to make one full pass
To get
under power.
Some idea of where you're
you're at.
Yeah.
Do you want to pull it in here real quick and put this weight on, or are we gonna do it out there in the dark?
Pull that bitch in here. We gotta fix the dipstick tube anyways.
Just go ahead and pull it in here.
Yeah.
Get to work. I'm going to bed.
Let's see where we can bolt this weight. I'd fucking bolt it right there. If it fits.
If it goes in there without breaking the back lights, as high up as you can get it.
Yeah, and it won't slide down this curve. So.
Well, I don't know if you'll have enough room without breaking glass when you shut the deck lid.
Oh yeah.
You might have to mount it a little lower on the vertical part.
If you put it up there, it'd be all right.
Probably put it right here.
Yeah.
Set one of those halves on there and lower this really slow and see where it's at on the window. You gotta screw them all the way down.
Oh, it's close.
It's hitting it. Is it hitting it?
Not yet.
That's too close, bud.
Yeah, it's
You're gonna have to drop it down some.
You have to be like right here then.
That's fine. That's fine. Put it up there.
How are we gonna kill it?
So what we're gonna do is we initially had 12 degrees at 1.5 seconds. The max it'll let me do is 2.5 seconds. So we're gonna save that to the MSD. So we're gonna pull 12 degrees over 2.5 seconds. Because the way this works, like if you're used to like a nitrous progressor or something, a nitrous progressor, you can curve the line or have it linear, you can go up, down, you can do whatever you want. This doesn't have that option, so it's just gonna be a straight line from from 12 degrees, all the way back to 0 degrees over 2.5 seconds. That's what it would look like if you plot it. So we're gonna try that, and then also short shifting it, and some weight. We're not going to touch the cow tracks yet because the weight is going to change that anyway. So we're going to try those things first, and then if we have to, we can still pull timing throughout the rest of it if we have to calm it down that much. But
Oh yeah.
let's try this and see what works.
So what's going on now?
So new game plan. Billy is running to the storage shop to grab my new Vikings, and we are going to cut, hack, and do whatever it takes to put them in, because Billy just said to me, do whatever it takes to make this thing not wheelie. And I said, impossible, because even with the aluminum 5.3 on motor, I let go of the trans brake, it would pull the front tires. The shocks just expand too fast. Right now I've got them set at the halfway point. The problem is if I try to slow them down anymore with these three-way adjustables, every click you make one direction also changes the other. So if I slow it down anymore, that means it's just going to compress super fast. So as soon as it reaches that point, it's going to nosedive back down, and then I'm going to be fighting that. So we're going to try to make the Vikings fit, because the weight is going to be a big help. Stretching the timing out, maybe short shifting, all of that are going to be a big help, but I think the biggest thing is going to be slowing this front end down. Will make it much more manageable.
Let me see here. You hold it down there. Right?
Yeah. There it is. It was this stupid thing right here holding this up.
Oh, we're close, son.
We're very close. We are very close.
We don't want to take any more out here, because right now we can still use the bolts.
Man, right now we can, yeah. We can use the nuts.
So we just need to notch this right there. And I was trying to grind it back with this, but I can't get up there to it.
You're saying the Sawzall's gonna be the winner there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The only reason I don't know that to be true is because the Sawzall blade is same every day.
He's got a fucking brand new plasma cutter right there.
Be done with that in like 3.3 seconds.
Like, be done.
Hey Billy, you used your plasma cutter yet?
Nope.
You're about to.
Hopefully it's set up. I mean,
There ain't nothing to him.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing to set up. Other
Plug it
than,
in.
where's the gun?
Over there on the.
I didn't realize this was such a big thing.
I didn't realize this thing was such a piece of shit.
You won't latch on there?
No. What's up, buddy?
Give her a shot.
In case you didn't know, Matt's gonna try out your new tool.
I'm cool with it. I want to see how it works.
Yeah.
They're bragging because they're gonna get to use it before you ever get to use it.
Should be pretty cool.
Right against it.
Huh?
You gotta lay the tip right against it. Close?
We're very close. Honestly, we might be able to clean that up a little bit with
There
the
you go.
buttons.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool.
It should work a lot better with them.
Cool. You set them.
I'm gonna set them before it's up in there.
Yeah, because we might not be able to reach it once it is.
You want me to extend it then? And in there?
After cutting the ever-loving crap out of these things, we now have Viking shocks.
Yeah, the knobs are a little bulky, I'd say.
A little bit.
But they will be a huge improvement.
Oh yeah. Just,
Huge.
Just trying to pull on that thing when you said it.
You can get to the knob too.
Yep, yeah, we get the knob from underneath here. So it's gonna be kind of a pain, you know, and maybe not cut our fingers up, but we can take a screwdriver and just click, 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 whatever we need to do. But now, in theory, it should slow the front end down so much that it should not upset the chassis, and we should be able to get it down the street.
It should extend nice and smooth, and it should keep the front end up.
Right.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, because
And hold it there.
before it was,
Yeah.
and then it would back down, and then it would still kind of rise back up through power. But now, instead of just going, it's gonna go, and then ride out. That's what we hope.
It's gonna go,
Yeah, something like that. Those are tight. Those are tight. Oh yeah, I'll go down.
I'll try to lift it up. Much better.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Much better.
Oh.
You got a tug on her now.
Yeah.
Much better.
Which is what we need for what we were facing. I think those are going to be a vast improvement.
Oh yeah. No more pop can jumping
Yeah.
and back down. Looks cool.
Looks
Isn't fast.
doesn't win races. Upsets suspension.
Upsets the chassis.
Yeah. So
Maybe we can make a clean pass.
maybe. Are we doing that tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
And stayed up.
You're just overdriving it.
You think so? It drove left again. It looked like
Went right.
it did. I couldn't tell from where I was standing.
It went right. You overdrove it a little bit.
It definitely came up and it stayed up.
It was
It was
better.
nice, dude.
But that 60 foot was a 1.5 though.
Does he know that? Are we picking him up down there?
What's the verdict?
On a 158 60 foot.
Is that what you? Isn't that what you guessed?
Exactly what he said it would do. No, it didn't. It didn't break the tire loose or anything. It felt a whole lot better leaving the line. It wasn't so whap and violent.
Just torque steering, or?
I'm not sure. I want to take a look at the GoPro because I feel like it's just the second I touch the wheel, it's like out of shape. So I don't know if it's because I'm used to there being so much slop in it that I'm doing too much, or if I'm also like just letting out a lot earlier than I normally would because I'm trying to respect newfound power.
Just trying to be careful.
So trying to be careful, not wad the thing up, but we made drastic improvements and even still went faster the 8th and let out even earlier. But I think the 60 foot is right there. I guess the game plan for Crossville will just be do that same thing, but maybe pull some timing out of it. I'm also really surprised, like Bill said, to short shift it. That shift light's coming on stupid fast. Like, I'm gonna have to shift it at like the 60.
That's what he was talking about. As soon as it starts to roll, just click it in high gear.
Right, but it's just like
It's hard to do it.
it is because it's so fast. I'm not used to
100
it.
feet out.
Yeah, 100 feet out. Like, I need to be 60, 100 foot. Literally, let go of the button, put my hand on it,
Click it high gear.
half of Mississippi, and click in high gear.
Settle it down some.
Yeah. So I just
It
remember.
looked good until you corrected it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought anyway.
It left good.
Yeah, I mean, I think it went really well. I think it just started going off a little to one side, and I corrected, and then that was game over.
Yeah,
Is
it
that
was
a fast ratio box?
I have no idea.
That could be some of the problem too, if it's a fast ratio manual box.
That's why I like my truck, because there's a lot of slop in it, and I can't overcorrect,
Yeah.
even if I tried.
Maybe getting rid of the slop wasn't the best idea we've ever had.
I can give you the Falcon steering wheel.
Yeah. Old big boat looking mofo.
I sent that back to Chris.
Yeah. Give you the Dart steering wheel. It's pretty big.
I checked the bump steer like you were saying too.
You did go to a smaller steering wheel, didn't you?
No, that's the same.
Not the same.
Yeah, same wheel that's been in it. That one that I had in it when I pulled it over here was just one from the shop because I had put this one in the Dodger. So,
I don't think it has any bump steer.
Maybe let Billy drive it, and if he can't fucking drive it, then it's the car.
I'm game. He ain't gonna hurt it. Floor it.
I think it might be the car. I don't know.
They wanted to put a bump steer kit on it, but something.
It's not leaking anything, is it?
No,
Or
I
is that
think
from earlier?
that's just. There's still shit on there from the
El Camino.
El Camino.
The ultimate thing would be to fucking jack it up and see where it's at extension for the bump steer, the way the arm is, and see where it's at.
I know they wanted to get a bump steer kit on it, but apparently it didn't fit right. So
Yeah.
they're waiting on parts still. They still want to do it.
Because you're gonna have to change the outer.
Yeah.
Change the outer because it's gonna have Heims on it like his truck is.
But if anything, it's going to toe in a little bit, so it shouldn't.
If it toes in, once it starts, it's gonna cause it to dive. Harder to drive.
All right, let's close this video up. It's
Yep.
getting late.
It's getting late. We got to leave for Crossville in the morning. I have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna do
6
other
hours.
than let off the button. I don't know. Maybe we'll pull a little more power out of it and try to short shift. But I think 60 foot, 100 foot, that whole wise, that
60-foot game's good right now.
Yeah, that's good. We just need
I'm gonna try
150
taking
out.
a quarter pound of air pressure out of the regular tire. So it kind of helps the car. Almost kind of put a little bit of rear steer in the car with the tire.
Yeah, I mean, either that or I'd have to look at the video. It didn't seem like it shot left like it did.
It went right.
Yeah, it went right this time. So like, now I'm
So
just
you might
like,
be able to do that with an air pressure adjustment on a regular tire, so it helps it try to stay that direct, stay in the middle.
There were some dirt clods and stuff, so
Right.
that was a factor too.
the flip side is we're not gonna give up. We will figure it out eventually. It may not be today. It may
I
not
think
be
an
tomorrow.
anti-roll bar would be a big improvement too.
Yeah.
It'd probably just go dead straight if you had the anti-roll bar,
So,
because it's trying to put more power to one tire than the other.
well then
More
maybe
pressure.
tomorrow when we ride through Kentucky, I'll stop at 10 Soldier and pick it up. Because you guys got to meet Gina, so
Yeah.
maybe we can break off for a minute and go over there. Let's go to Crossville, try to make something happen. Because the 60 foot is deadly. That was a bare ass road. Like,
Muddy cow shit road.
but just like I did the first burnout and it has never 60 footed like that on a bare ass road.
Yeah.
First burnout.
It wasn't like you tracked the marks out very far either. You left.
Yeah, it was a
pretty
very
much dirt
short
road.
burnout.
Yeah, you only had like 2 foot of track in front of the tire when you left. There was really nothing
But
there.
I told him to do a short burnout just because I didn't want him to track through the mud.
No, he said do a short burnout, so I did a short burnout.
It was a short hot one.
It worked.
Yeah, it did what it was
Short hot
supposed to. No. Let's go to bed.